At the table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Last outing for Los Angeles, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. Kenny, final game of the regular season. It has been an exciting one, but now we look ahead to the playoffs, and they're just around the corner.
I am so happy that the playoffs are starting, man. This is what I'm waiting for. This is when the real season begins. You know, all that energy and emotion that you had and effort that you saw in the 82 games this year, Ernie?
Yeah.
Well, times that by 10.
You know, for the top teams, this is when it gets fun, Ernie, Kenny. For some of the lesser teams, they're just happy they made it, but some of the lesser teams still think they could move pretty far in the
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. Presently in last place in the West, this is a team searching for answers.
And this is the final matchup of the four-game season series. They'd love to even things up at 2 apiece.
And there have been some heated moments between these teams this year, so I think there's a little more riding on this game than normal. And the outcome of the series is important to both of these sides.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Huertas. Burks covering. And stolen by Burke. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Burke. Hayward's got his first 2 points.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Well, clearly, guys, Trey Burke is a guy who is talent, drafted number 9 overall 2013, grew up in Columbus, Ohio, went to the University of Michigan. But so far, you know, Greg, in the NBA, he's been a bit of a tweener.
And that's a great point. And part of the issue is, you know, he was a scoring guard in a point guard's body. And one thing that happens in college when you're the best player, it's a lot easier. Now when you move up to the next level, you have to change what you do on the floor to impact the game. And that's been a challenge for him thus far early in his career.
Interesting. Here's Randall. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. On the wing, Bryant. Shot to stop the run, and he gets the jumper to drop. The Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Kicks it to Burks. Gobert with a screen for Burks. And that one no good to start him off on the night. On the wing, Nance. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
Kevin, he said they're looking to stay aggressive attacking despite the tough shot blocking in the middle. He told me, quote, we've just got to go at them. We can't shrink from the challenge inside. And guys, they've had success so far this season, so certainly cause for confidence. Back to you.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
You know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now, here is Russell. Burke covering. Fires from 14. Utah with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Bryant. 35 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Lakers trail by 7. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Let's go. Los Angeles with another miss.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Bryant passes to Nance. Cannot hit.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Hayward goes in, down low, and Gobert kicks to Favors. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here are the Lakers. 9-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboards.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Here's Burgess. Picked by Randall. To the paint. And stolen by Favors. Here's Burke. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Jazz?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And the first one at the line is good. Getting back to the Burke-Exum rivalry last year, both young men showed some tremendous promise, yet both shot under 37% from the field. Greg, that's got to improve.
And it will. I mean, last season was tough for both guys in terms of getting used to a certain role. But remember also, when you come into this league, a league of men, and you're that young and you haven't matured, it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 years before you can find that consistency. And then also factor in both were getting yanked in and out of the lineup. Tough challenge for those young players as they dealt with the ebbs and flow of their confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Lakers trail by 10. Nance, right side. And it's Bryant in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. There's the bucket. Good. Kobe's got 8 points. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
No good off the front iron. Jazz leading by 9. Burks kicks to Burke. Hayward outside. The dish to Gobert. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
Dante Exum is checked in for Burke. For Utah, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now here's Hayward. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Bass with the screen. Russell dishes to Bass. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Pulls from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim. No good. Jazz leading by 13. Favors with the screen. Here's Exum. He dishes it to Favors. Lets it go. And Utah again with the bucket.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the screen. Black the pass to Clarkson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Exum kicks to Gobert. Pass to Burks. Back to Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gobert's got 6.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
Here's Exum following the bucket by the Lakers. Hayward outside. Back to Gobert, and that one is hammered home.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And the Lakers call time here. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Russell. They set the pick. The kick out to Bryant. Lets it go from 11. No good. And Utah the other way now.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now, here's Clarkson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. Jazz leading by 12. Down low, here's Withey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Withey's got his first 2 points of the night.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Bass with the screen. And Bryant kicks to Bass. The feed to Black. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. .135 left in the first quarter. And here's Kobe for three. That's good. Kobe's got 11.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Booker. Johnson outside. Leans from outside. Black grabs the board.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Kobe dishes to Clarkson. Back to Bryant. The tray. Rebounded by Exum. Jazz leading by 11. Nato. He's covered by Clarkson. A nice shot by Booker.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now, here's Clarkson. Out to the right wing. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bass. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And so Bass nails both of them. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Nato, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here's Kobe for three. The shot is off. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Jazz lead by 14. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You know, you try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
They've got Jordan Clarkson. World Peace is out there with Brown. Then it's Randall. And it's Huertas in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here is World Peace. It's deflected and stolen by Favors. Inside, Pleiss. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Clarkson with the ball. Burke covering. Shoots from 12. Here's Randall, the second chance effort. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Here's Clarkson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
And that one's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Here's Burke following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Favors sets the pick for Burke. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 13.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Nice ball movement by Utah. That's good from Burke on the assist by Burks. Burks has got 3 assists in the game.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Nancy's checked in for Bryant, and Utah also making a switch. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Pleiss. Now, here's Clarkson. Burke covering. It's stolen by Gobert. Burke with it. He's got 9. To the middle. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Misses from close range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Feeds it to Randall. Passes it to World Peace. Expanding his range. The rebound by the Jazz.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Lakers trail by 15. Huertas passes to Randall. Here's Huertas. That's good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
In the corner, it's Hayward from past the arc. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 4 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here is World Peace. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. He kicks to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And let's check out the numbers for Hayward. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, averaging about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
That free throw missing. The Jazz making a switch here. Withy's checked in. And he's good on the second. Here's Burke. He's got 9. To the inside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Burke. 17-point lead, their biggest. Down low, and Gobert kicks to Burks. They set the pick. Back to Gobert. Poke loose. Clock at 4. Hayward goes in. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Here's Randall. That's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Jazz leading by 15. To the inside. Gobert. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 6th assist on the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here is World Peace. Nance dishes to World Peace. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
You know, shot blocking can sometimes be like a spark plug or an energy injection for the defense. Their home crowd really gets into it when they throw those shots out of there.
First free throw is good. And World Peace drops them both. Utah leading by 15. And there's the pass to Hayward. And it's blocked. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Withy. Black grabs the board. Down low. Here's Kobe. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Kobe's got 15.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Lets a floater go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Russell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the middle. And here's Bryant for three. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second. And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Now Kobe, after Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Another miss by Utah.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
World Peace, the pass to Russell. Jacks up a three. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Russell. And that's 18 points for Kobe Bryant. Dishes it to Booker. Nato. It's deflected. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Booker's got his second basket. Lakers trail by 12. Outside Russell. He feeds it to World Peace. Lakers working the ball around now. And Nance kicks to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jazz leading by 12. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Bass comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Brown in for Meta World Peace. And a switcher also for Utah. Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Kicks it to Booker. The dish to Exum. Inside, here's Withy. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Withy's got 4 points this quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Outside Russell.
2 minutes left.
He dishes it to Bass. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 12 points. The points that time coming from Russell.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. Johnson kicks to Booker. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. And the dunk by Brown.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. On the wing, Johnson. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Brown. Kobe goes in. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Jazz leading by 10.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Withy, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside Bryant. Shot off the screen. Offensive rebound. Here's Bass. Can't connect from short range.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And so we conclude the first half. Utah out in front. They're up by 10. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
The job their guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Some great play by Kobe tonight. He has 18 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Jazz leading by 10. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Burke in at the point guard position.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Hayward, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, if I was being diplomatic about it, they were a little too aggressive. I mean, in reality, they took far too many fouls, and because of that, they had to go to their bench earlier than they wanted to.
Here's Burke, following the basket by Julius Randle. And stolen by Russell. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Kobe Bryant. Here's Randall outside for world peace. Unloads. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hayward dishes to Burke for 3. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 9.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here is world peace. Here's Randall, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Derek Favors.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And that one misses. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Here's Russell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his second bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time, could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 18. And the Lakers check on 2 more.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you forget. Sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons. And, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Some changes for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Randall. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Metta World Peace. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And that one's good. Burks has got 14. For Kobe, that was him moving into the third spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
And here's Kobe following the three from Alec Burks off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here's Bryant for three. Rebound, Utah. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Burke. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Talk about great numbers for Burke. 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And that one falls for Burke.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
He's perfect from the line this time. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Again, the miss by Bryant. Utah leading by 12. Burks the pass to Burke. Here's Favors. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here is Russell after the basket by Utah. 6 to shoot to stop the run, and that's going to be a travel. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, D'Angelo Russell.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams just don't have. I mean, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
Hey, anybody can open a bank account, but few can fill it up with the kinds of numbers he has over the last 10 games.
Now Bass, following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Russell.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Now Burks, 14 points for him. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Burks has got 16.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Timeout called the Lakers. And back to Alec Burks, a guy who entered the league with raw talent, but once the light went on, Greg, he showed the ability to help his team in a number of ways.
Yeah, he's going to be the prototype in terms of a two-way player. He's a guy who can not only score it for you, but he'll rebound and defend it. But what impressed me last season is he averaged 3 assists a game, really looked to make plays for his teammates.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Plyce is checked in for Utah. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Nance. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Kobe Bryant. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Now here's Hayward. 9 points in the game so far.
Here in the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Lakers and where they stand statistically. First in blocks, third in steals. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And going back to that top ranking in terms of block shots, for me it's been pure dominance. Defensively, they have such great presence around the rim, and at times that gets in your head.
Here's Kobe after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Bryant can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And there's the feed to Clarkson. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Clarkson's got 7 points.
Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time.
Pass to Pleiss. Feeds it to Hayward. Lets it go from 14. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. It's rebounded by Bass.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
For 3, Kobe. Shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Now here's Burks. 16 points for him.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The shot's good from Nance.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
It's stolen by Bass. Now here's Kobe. He's got 20. Releases. And there's another one for the Lakers. Jazz leading by 8. Passes to Pleiss. Here's Burks. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here is Bass after Alec Burks' score, and stolen by Hayward. Now here's Burks, guarded by Kobe. And here's Burks. 18 points for him. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Here is Bryant after Alec Burks' score.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lakers trail by 14. Here's Clarkson. He has 7. Black, no good. Burke with it. He kicks it to Favors. Now here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Hayward's got space, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
And, you know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Here's Clarkson. Mark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
Now, here's Bass. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year in their push to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
And so Bass nails both of them. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
So it's the Jazz now. The pass to Booker. The jump hook. Great tee that time from World Peace. Lakers trail by 11. Clarkson kicks to Randall. That's tipped. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Shot's good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Clarkson dishes to Randall. And stolen by Booker. Gas break. Here come the Jazz. Exum leading the charge. Comes up empty down low. LA's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Clarkson. And that one hits back iron. Utah leading by 13. Dishes to Hayward. Makes it off the glass. Hayward's got 6 here in this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz lead by 15. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Wirtz. Hands out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Russell. And there's Bryant. And it's Wirtz in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Kobe. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Shot is off. And Utah the other way now. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here.
Derek Favors. Chris Johnson.
Now Exum. In the corner, it's Hayward. They get it again. Favors. That's good. Favors got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Jazz.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now, here's Exum, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Exum passes to Johnson, and that comes off the assist by Exum. And the Jazz lead by 19. Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times, in fact, 7 of 17. Picked by Randall. Kobe kicks to Randall. Hayward against Bryant from deep. Again, the miss by Bryant.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Burks, he's checked in for Utah.
Alec Burks.
Wirtz passes to Bryant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Jazz leading by 18. Now, here's Exum. He feeds it to Burks. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The layup off target. Here's Wirtz. Shot from 16, and the shot falls short this time. Burks in the corner. From 15 feet away, they retain possession. Johnson outside. Three-pointer. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 25 points.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Gobert dishes to Exum. Favors with a wide open look. Had the space there, but it's offline. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Tell you what, you look at this run they're on, and you've got to give a lot of credit to their effort on the glass.
And that just goes to show what can happen if you're not putting bodies on bodies when the shot goes up.
Outside for Kobe. And again, no good by the Lakers.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And good on the basket. Book it.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Goes up on the wing, and he nails the jumper. Kobe's got 29.
Kobe getting it done. Just a gorgeous shot that time.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Brown is checked in for Los Angeles. Clarkson comes in for Russell. And Utah also making a switch. Hayward's checked in. Here's Burks. No good on the quick three.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nance outside. Kicks it to Kobe from deep. Offensive rebound. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The tray. The shot is off. Jazz leading by 21. Plenty of space. Here's Favors. Good work defensively by Kobe.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way. And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete, really shows great promise, has tremendous size and length for a point guard, can also play the two. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
Bryant, Gobert with the block, and they'll keep possession. Here's Clarkson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
And Utah making a change here. Burks is checked in.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch four was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a three. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Now here's Kobe. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Here's Brown. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with touch.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Hayward goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hayward's got 19 points. With the stretch four and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot-making gives you a chance to do that.
And Utah has possession after Los Angeles picked up three with their last shot. Burks in the corner. Wide open look. Here's Gobert, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
A different look for Utah. Lyles checked in for Favors, and Elijah Millsap subbed in for Alec Burks. And the free throw, no good.
And, you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
Now, here's Burke. Here's Lyles. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show and, at the end of the day, entertaining the fans.
Free throw good, Russell. Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old-school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
And the Jazz with possession here. And it's Johnson penetrating. The layup missed. On the wing, Bryant. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already. Knows how to attack with contact. Great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
The dish now to Bass. Russell kicks to Kobe. This one for three. Price with the rebound. Price has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And you can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
And the Jazz making a change here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Pleiss. Favors comes in for Booker. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Elijah Millsap. And it's Burks in for Chris Johnson. Now, here is Russell. Outside Bryant. Nance a screen on Hayward. The drive by Bryant. Comes up empty off the pick.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Gobert the screen. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Burks. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Burks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now, here's Burks. Favors sets the pick for Burks. He dishes it to Hayward. Pass to Favors. To the wing on the left. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Hayward against Russell. To the inside. Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Utah.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it's